By 1812, the Treaty of Tilsit between France and Russia had held for 5 years. But cracks were beginning to appear. Both Napoleon and Tsar Alexander I had grand personal ambitions, and neither was too scrupulous about the methods he would use to fulfill them.
In 1807, at Tilsit, Napoleon and Alexander I in effect had done a deal. And that was that Napoleon would dominate Western, Central and Southern Europe, and Alexander I would dominate the East, with a view to looking to the conquest of Constantinople. In other words, they treated each other, on the surface at least, as equals. Despite the fact that Napoleon had just defeated Alexander I, he was offering, as it were, a partition of the world. But with every year that passed after 1807, it became clear that Napoleon simply couldn't tolerate that kind of relationship, and he regarded Alexander I as a vassal, not as an equal or as an ally.
In 1810, following his divorce from the Empress Josephine, Napoleon had contemplated a marriage to the Tsar's sister, Anna. Instead, he had contracted a union with Marie Louise of Austria, much to the Tsar's displeasure. Nor was Alexander pleased at Napoleon's unwillingness to help him take Constantinople. He also feared Napoleon's plans to enlarge the Grand Duchy of Warsaw and revive an independent Poland.
Poland in 1807 was only a fraction of its former self. It had been a massive kingdom stretching a fair way down into Russia, across into the Ukraine, and gradually over the preceding century it had been whittled away into political insignificance. Napoleon recognized that there was a pool of ardent manpower support to be drawn from the Poles. He created the Grand Duchy of Warsaw, which he gave to the King of Saxony to look after for him. This was on the western borders of Russia, and the Tsar was not happy about this recreation because he could see that at some point somebody might take it in their minds to say, okay, from my Grand Duchy of Warsaw, you're now again the Kingdom of Poland, and we'll have half of Western Russia to make you up.